So welcome all. So today we are going to see something about fine-grained multi-threading. We understand that there is a processing element which needs to operate on data. Now here actually in fine-grained multi-threading what we are saying is a processing element is able to execute a stream of instruction one after another. Suppose one thread, okay, set of instruction and a sequence of instruction we are considering as a thread. So one processing element will execute one thread, right? What if we are able to schedule multiple threads on one processing element? Okay, so that is what we are having in fine-grained multi-threading. We will see here this with an example. Actually, you should understand this as a pipeline where you will fetch the instruction, you will decode it, you have general purpose registers, it's okay. Then after that execution will be there, and after execution some data operation will be there. So suppose we don't have scheduling of the threads. Suppose we are executing a thread. So if we are executing a single thread, what will happen? You will have instructions after instruction, instructions after instructions, right? So in a thread, in a particular thread, you will have instruction 1, instruction 2, instruction 3 and so on. This is a story of thread knot. Similarly, in thread 1 also you will have instruction 1, instruction 2 and so on. Now here the instruction, some instruction may be of data read write. Okay, so data read write whenever they are executed, the data read write may take longer latency. Longer latency means it may take more number of clock cycles. Okay, so if it is taking more number of clock cycles, the next instruction I4 will keep waiting to execute, right? Maybe if at all certain dependency can be there, if it is taking more number of clock cycle, the previous instruction, if at all there is a dependency, this data is needed to execute here. In that case, I4 will keep waiting for executing. Okay. Now what we are saying is, in place of doing any other thing, is it possible to schedule the threads? Okay. Now we have more number of program counters. Program counter, PC register is actually storing the address of instruction. So we are having suppose 4 program counters. So it can store address of 4 instructions. Okay, no problem. So suppose we have 4 different threads. So we executed the first thread, means the instruction, some instruction of first thread, it was executed, and after that in this program counter there was the address of next instruction of the same thread, right? But in place of fetching this instruction, okay, we are fetching the instruction of next thread. Okay, in the next thread PC2 we are having the address of this instruction of thread 1. So we will fetch the new instruction from here, and this new instruction will not be depending on the instruction of thread knot. Within a thread some instructions may be interdependent. So here what we are assuming that the threads are not interdependent. Okay, if at all they are also dependent on each other, then there will be definitely some stalls, some clock cycles may be wasted. But mostly what happens, the threads are not that dependent on each other. That is why they are threads, that is why they are able to execute parallelly. Okay, so here what we are saying is, after executing the first instruction of this first thread, we have option to execute the second instruction of the same thread, but we are not using that option, we are using another option. We are executing the first instruction of another thread. Similarly, we will schedule on the threads, and then we will come again and execute the next instruction of the first thread. Okay. So in the last slide what we are showing is you will have multiple program counters and registers, and you will have this in each cycle you will try to fetch instructions from different thread. Okay. So because of this, what will happen, you will no logic needed for handling control and data dependency. Okay, if at all there is any dependency, we need not have any logic for checking whether dependency is there or not. If you think that single thread performance may suffer, if at all we are executing one thread, then what will happen? One instruction after another instruction will execute, and one thread will converge faster. However, if the threads are being scheduled, so what will happen? One thread may take more time to complete its execution. Okay. Now we also need extra logic for keeping thread contexts. Thread context means its own program counter, register values and other information. So for each thread we will have to keep that information. Okay. Does not overlap latency if not enough threads to cover the whole pipeline. Okay. If the pipeline is having more number of stages and we have less number of threads to execute, in that case the whole pipeline is not covered, still this particular fine-grained multi-threading is not that successful, right? So basically in fine-grained multi-threading what you did was you will switch to another thread in every clock cycle. That is what you want to do, right? So what are the advantages? There is no need of dependency checking, no need of branch prediction logic, otherwise bubble cycles used for executing useful instructions from different threads, and improved system throughput, latency tolerance and utilization. There are certain disadvantages, means extra hardware complexity, other logics, thread selection logic is to be implemented, and single thread performance is also reduced. Resource contention between threads in cache and memory. Some dependency checking logic between threads remain if there is certain dependency between threads. So this is all about fine-grained multi-threading. Now you can understand that in fine-grained multi-threading what is happening, we are having different threads to execute on one processing element which is pipelined. So multiple threads are being scheduled on this pipeline. Okay. That is all about fine-grained multi-threading. In the next video we will try to see more on graphics processing elements. Okay, let us see. Thank you.